It's Friday, December 13, and this is your Barbados Today Evening News Update. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. The Barbados Water Authority has reached a deal with Innotech Services Limited. Word of this from Energy and Water Resources Minister Wilfred Abrams, who revealed the details at the ministry's Christmas luncheon at Halltown Plantation, St. Philip. According to Abrams, the deal covers a wide range of areas, including the rental and the maintenance of the BWA's headquarters, the water tanker trucks, the personnel tanks program, and portable desalination units. Abrams says the deal was as a result of intense negotiations involving staff from his ministry, the BWA board, as well as the government's external debt negotiators, White Oaks. Minister Abrams says with the deal out of the way, the BWA will focus on delivering its services to Barbadians with everything in its arsenal. Starting next year, a total of 300 persons within the Barbados National Oil Company Limited will receive photovoltaic systems as part of a small pilot project. Chairman of the BNOCL, Alex MacDonald, made this disclosure while speaking to the media at Halltown Plantation, St. Philip today. He said with government's plan to become 100% energy efficient by 2030, the BNOCL's board has decided to play its part in helping the country reach its goal, even though they are not in the oil business.
We have been working night and day to try to get the BNTCL group ready for 2030, which means to exploit all of our oil and our gas, both onshore and offshore, and then to reposition the company to be a renewable energy company. But with that too, to join hands in a more solid way with our colleagues from the NPC. Many of you would have been party to the brand thoughts that we had, and we are waiting for Cabinet to give the final blessing on the branding for us to be able to start to launch it.
Barbados and the rest of the region must take a second look at developing a quality tourism product to remain on the cutting edge. That's the consensus of leading players in the sector who today participated in a panel discussion on the final day of the 4th Caribbean International Tourism Conference at the University of the West Indies Cavell campus under the theme Navigating the Destination of the Future. Director of Tourism Development in the Ministry of Tourism, Dr. Kerry Hall, said Barbados and other Caribbean destinations can no longer think of tourism as heads in beds and bums in seats. And she expressed concern that not enough attention was being paid to developing the product.
We fast forward to today and we're dealing with a more diverse, heterogeneous set of individuals with special needs and who are seeking specialized, customized, and personalized experiences. So what that is forcing us to do is take a more strategic, targeted, and scientific approach to meeting the needs of these types of travelers. And the success or failure of any destination globally now is being determined by their capacity to meet or exceed and deliver on the expectations of these new travelers. While simultaneously, because we just don't want to deliver on a traveler's expectation, we need to take a balanced approach where we deliver on their expectations while also ensuring that the greater good of our destinations are served through sustainable and responsible development.
Outgoing Chief Executive Officer of the Barbados Tourism Marketing Inc., William Billy Griffith, pointed out that traditional marketing strategies will quickly becoming obsolete, while social media is playing a critical role in the decision-making of travelers.
We must harness the power of the stories that are generated from within our destination, those that resonate with our visitors' personal passions. Today, the engaging stories about the destination are most often created by the consumers themselves, known as UGC or user-generated content. If you go on a trip, but it doesn't appear on Instagram or any form of social media. Did it really happen?
A picture circulating on social media showing fake $20 bills with the same serial number has caught the attention of the Central Bank of Barbados, and the bank is warning Barbadians to be extra vigilant this time of year as they go about doing their holiday shopping. In a release this afternoon, a Deputy Director of Currency at the Central Bank, Octavia Gibson, said the notes in the photo are counterfeit because every Barbadian banknote has a unique serial number. Gibson assured the public that despite periodic increases, the level of counterfeiting in Barbados is quite low. She said there has been no increase in the number of fake notes so far this season, but advised Barbadians to visit the bank's website and social media pages to learn what to look for.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Craft Center. Kick off the weekend this Friday from 4 p.m. to midnight with loads of food, drinks, and entertainment. Get ready for Crop Over with the Rhythm Roots Street Parade. Party like it's Kadooman Day on the street around Pelican Village with costume reveler, music, and more. It's Festive Friday. It's Festive Friday at the Bridgetown Night Market at Pelican Village Center from 4 p.m. to midnight. Admission free.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now, Dominica's main opposition United Workers' Party, which was soundly beaten in last Friday's general election, is headed to court to challenge the results. UWP leader Lennox Linton, one of the 3 members of the party to win seats in the election that the Dominica Labour Party won by a 18-3 margin, said the party will also be going to the International Court of Justice as it condemned the use of tear gas by law enforcement authorities to clear the main road that had been blocked by protesters in the western village of Salisbury on the eve of the general election. Addressing a thank you rally of the UWP on Thursday night, Linton said lawyers had already been engaged to formulate the party's position. He said the party is simply asking for electoral reform and fresh elections. And on the international scene, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson says he hopes his party's extraordinary election win will bring closure to the Brexit debate and let the healing begin. Speaking in Downing Street, he said he will seek to repay the trust placed in him by Labour supporters who had voted Conservative for the first time.
This morning I went to Buckingham Palace and I am forming a new government, and on Monday MPs will arrive at Westminster to form a new parliament, and I'm proud to say that members of our new One Nation government, a people's government, will set out from constituencies that have never returned a Conservative MP for 100 years. And yes, they will have an overwhelming mandate from this election to get Brexit done, and we will honour that mandate by January the 31st. And so in this moment of national resolution, I want to speak directly to those who made it possible, and to all those who voted for us for the first time, and those whose pencils may have wavered over the ballot, and who heard the voices of their parents and their grandparents whispering anxiously in their ears. I say thank you for the trust you have placed in us and in me, and we will work round the clock to repay your trust and to deliver on your priorities with a parliament that works for you.
And that's news. But for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. And you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.